Good morning, guys. Ugh. I have a headache this morning, and I can smell my neighbor's, what do you call it, her laundry. I don't know what she uses, but it's always so strong, and I can always tell, like, when she's either outside because I can smell her perfume, or when she's doing laundry because I can smell that same smell, you know, just floating through the air. Anyways, I got some bacon going on here, and, I got some 30s music on in my office there. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. If you can, I'll probably get a copyright strike. But I don't know, I love 30s music. There's something about that music in that time period that was like so, I don't know, so romantic, I guess. You know, I love that. So, I don't know, I'm going to get my bacon off here. I'm going to get my bacon off. Oh my God, kill me now. I'm going to get my bacon. Never mind. I got my bacon off. Off the tray, you sickos. Okay, look at this, guys. I have this deep cut on my little finger. I mean, it's not really, really deep. Like, it's not stitches deep, but it's... I did it with this knife right here. I was actually trying to cut through a pack of cream cheese. This cream cheese right here, it comes in a 2-pack. And the plastic around it, I was basically holding the block like this, or something like this, and I used the knife and slit right down through between them, and it slid down and sliced that finger right there. So look at this. That's the cut. And I used Bubble Guppy's Band-Aids on it. It kinda hurt. But, like I said, you know, it wasn't anything that was major enough where it needed stitches, so I didn't mess with it. Okay, guys, so here's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at BrickSeek. I talked about this before, and you kind of have to know how to use it, but I saw this online. It's this... printer paper, basically. 5,000 sheets. I mean, this entire box right here, the whole case. It regularly is $37. And if you roll down here, you can see how much it is on clearance for. Unmarked clearance. Nobody knows about this, except for people who know how to use BrickSeek. And right here, the Walmart Supercenter in Alliance, 13 miles away, $7 each. And they apparently have 4 in stock. Now, the one over here right on Tusk apparently has 2, but they're already closed. This one in Alliance is open 24 hours. So, it is 1 a.m. But I just found out about this. I'm tired. But I kind of want to run out there and see if I can get some. You know, I spend like $4 or $5 per ream of printer paper, and I go through it pretty quick printing labels for eBay. So this would be really cool to get that. 5,000 sheets. So I didn't go last night, but I'm up bright and early. We're gonna head out here and see if we can find some of these things. I got dressed and ready to go, and halfway out the door, I'm like, you know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed. It's trying its best to rain right now. Yesterday, the forecast said that it's supposed to rain for the next 7 days straight and turn into thunderstorms and everything. But then this morning, it was pushed off until, I think, noon or 1 o'clock. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, and I love the rain, but the problem with it is, at least right now, that I need to get out and start filming these barns again, and I've been mapping them out, setting up like chunks in different areas that I can go hit. And the one chunk I want to go do in a certain area where I also want to film the 500th morning show. So that is coming up very soon, and I need to get that done. So as I'm driving here, I was cracking up thinking about my tattoos because, well, for one thing, when the little left the other day, like, she's always looking at this one and asking me, who's that, who's that, who's that? And for anybody who doesn't know, those are my kids, and this is me up here. It's all based on the Goonies poster. We just, we redid the Goonies poster, basically, with our own faces. And the other day when the little was leaving, you know, she always has to get a hug and a kiss. And she got her hug and kiss, and she'd head down for the car, and she'd run back up and get another one and head down for the car, and then she ran back up and she kissed each and every face on my arm. So that was funny. But then I was thinking about this one over here, and I can't show you right now, obviously, because I'm driving. But I've shown all these in a video before, and this one over here is just kind of my way of making fun of how many times the world was supposedly going to end over the course of my life so far. You know, because we had like the year 2000, when it was rolling around, everybody said it was the end of the world because all the computers were only set to work in the 1990s, and when 2000 rolled around, everything was just going to crash, we were all going to die. And then there was like the whole Mayan thing in 2012, and I don't know, there was a couple things between that. So I just thought that was funny. That was just my way of, like, it's a clock, and it's 3 clicks till 12, and that, you know, kind of supposed to be making fun of the world ending at midnight. So it's like, no matter what, it's always just like 3 clicks till midnight. And it's a stopwatch that is just starting to catch on fire and warp. So, I don't know, I just thought that was funny. Alright, we made it to the Wally World. Let's go on in here, see if we can find these things. Reams of paper for next to nothing. Well, that was a flop. I didn't get the paper, but I did get some other things I needed. I could go over to West Tusk, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'll just see if the Goodwill's open across the street. Never in my life did I think I'd be buying an entire shopping cart full of feminine products. Look at this, I got 28 packs of these for $1 a piece, and then I had $5 off with my my little Good Points thing. These go for 10 bucks a box on eBay. So that was cool. That was a really cool find. $1 each for those. I got 28 of them. I had a $5 off coupon or whatever you call it, you know, Good Points. So after tax, I paid less than $25 for all those, and I will sell them for about 250 to 280 bucks. So that is a very nice profit on that. It made the entire trip worth it. They had a few other things in there that I really wanted to buy as well, but I didn't have as much money with me, and I didn't want to drain everything I have, so I didn't buy it. Plus, it was a little bit more expensive. Like, for one thing, there was a 700-pound capacity scale, brand new in the box, 40 bucks, and the last one sold for, I think, 120 bucks. And I carried that thing around in a cart for about 25 minutes, and then I decided not to get it. I don't know, I didn't want to put out the 40 bucks for it. It would have been a nice profit, but that's the kind of thing that sells only once in a great while. So, probably would have been a good investment, being this time of year, everybody's ready to lose weight for summer, but you know, just didn't want to put the money out right now. So that's it. That was my trip. I didn't find the paper, but I will end up getting paid for the trip. And that makes up for yesterday, too, because I was really bummed out that I spent so much time out shopping at Goodwill and Salvation Army and that yesterday, and only found, like, one little thing. So that makes it all better. Alright, guys, I'm going to let you go here and get home, get this uploaded before somebody has a coronary. No, I'm just kidding. I know, I try to stay on schedule with these things, but, you know, some days are just very uninteresting. And after I film the uninteresting things I've done all day, I'm like, I'm not even putting that up. It's so boring. So, alright guys, wherever you're waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else. Pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place. Come back tomorrow, because I am making some awesome, awesome, delicious food. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.